Hey everyone, welcome back to the Poplar Report. We have reports that a major, massive retaliatory strike against Iran took place last night. We have lots of other reports to talk about as well. We have a major recall from Costco of salmon as well as more chicken. We have Donald Trump getting on the Joe Rogan show out there. We have more updates from tire managers about what's going on with the tire bankruptcy, the tire ADT bankruptcy. We got a lot of updates about what's going on with the beef out there. We got a little bit of everything for everybody. We got to talk about. Let's jump right into it. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant by trade, and these are your updates that you guys are sending in from all over the world. Important things that are happening out there as well as important things that are happening in your area. We're getting you guys that firsthand information. Please do keep your reports coming in. If you have an update to share with the rest of us, make sure you use the word update somewhere in your comment, and also make sure you give some sort of geographical location. Before we dive in, we do want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. They help people who have retirement accounts to get out of the stock market. And I don't know about you guys, but the stock market is looking pretty iffy right now. With all the things happening in the world, is this really the best place for your money to be fully loaded into tech stocks and everything? Or do you want to get into something safer like gold, silver, or platinum? If you want to find out more, Jonathan and his team would love to talk to you. There'll be a link at the end of the video to find out more. All right, Costco has just announced another round of chicken recalls and smoked salmon. It is linked to the Bruce Pack recall, so thanks for the tip, Tammy. We were going to be watching that a little more, so if you've bought stuff from Costco, you want to check to make sure that that chicken and salmon, smoked salmon, are indeed not recalled if you have any. So you can go to the FDA website to check that, or the Costco website to check to see if the lots that you have are under recall. All right, like I said, over last night while you were sleeping, Israel launched massive airstrikes on Iran. There are conflicting reports on exactly what happened, but reliable reports seem to say that Israeli aircraft air-launched ballistic missiles from outside the Iranian territory, and they came in and hit. We're being told that it was military targets only inside Iran. No civilian infrastructure, no oil or gas infrastructure hit, no nuclear facilities. So that all is what we're hearing reported. More, of course, will be coming out in the coming hours. Now, initially, at least, we're hearing Iran downplaying this attack, which does give us hope that this is going to be something that they're not going to respond to. They're saying that basically all the missiles were intercepted and nothing happened, but we are having lots of reports of heavy explosions even in the downtown of Tehran, the capital of Iran. So conflicting reports out there, but Iran does seem to be trying to downplay this in order to get themselves out of having to do a counterattack that's going to provoke another massive response from Israel. It does not seem that Israel has any losses in its aircraft or anything like that. So, but like I said, this is a developing story. As we go through today, we're going to find out more, especially as the sun rises over in the Middle East. The Washington Post. This one is an interesting story. The Washington Post, which is a total liberal rag, right? Zero self-respect. But it has refused to endorse Special K. The writers, editors, and coffee people over there are foaming mad. Like, they are super, super upset. And everyone is pointing their fingers at Jeff Bezos. Apparently, this came down from the top. Jeff Bezos said, do not endorse Kamala Harris, and they didn't. So now the staff are considering whether to quit, just whine, or move to Canada. Now, they'll probably just whine, but there are some reports of them quitting. But when they have plush jobs like this, they don't usually quit, and they never move to Canada. We always wish that they will, but they never do. But let's just say the absolute meltdowns that are happening at the Washington Post are delicious. But you can kind of understand how Jeff Bezos, who owns Amazon, doesn't want to go to war with Donald Trump, especially since Amazon imports a lot of products, and Donald Trump's talking about tariffs. If he wants to not get hammered by a lot of this stuff, he needs to at least stay neutral on the political stuff. And so that seems to be what Jeff Bezos is doing these days. All right. Also, yesterday we did started getting clips late last night. Donald Trump was on the Joe Rogan show. Joe Rogan show is the largest podcast out there. It's the largest interview podcast type format, a 3-hour long interview. And let's just say the clips that we're seeing already are pretty wild. Nothing bad at this point that I've heard. Donald Trump seemed to knock it out of the park. So it seems to be all good. And of course, the Joe Rogan podcast is heavily young men who watch it. So that's a demographic that Donald Trump's been making movements in. And that's good news for the election out there as well. Wide Awake says, we are a Tire Pro franchisee. ATD, we were talking about the bankruptcy, is filing bankruptcy. The Tire Pros does business with ATD, which is America Tire Distributor. They are certain tire brands and lines that we purchase through ATD to have a Tire Pro franchise. We have known for some time that ATD has been struggling. FYI, Tire Pros franchisees are all separate, and can purchase tires from other distributors, and we have been because we could read the writing on the wall for them. That is going down. It is going to impact things, but there are other tire distributors out there, and it sounds like they're going to continue to supply tires without too much disruption, though some lines sound like they're going to be disrupted. Joey says, update, in Montana too, and was also marked inactive and had to register to vote again as well. So more people in Montana also saying that they were labeled as inactive. Not sure what's going on with that. Montana is kind of a red state, but they are trying to flip that Senate seat. Right now they have a Democratic senator, and they're trying to, the red Montana is trying to get a Republican senator, sort of. So that is a contentious battleground state for the control of the Senate, though we already know how they're going to vote for the president. Tamara says, I have been buying organic pasture, grass-fed beef for years from my neighbors. For the first time, they wanted a deposit for the next spring's butcher steers. I put down $1,000 to claim a $2,500 steer sometime next spring. They will transport to the butcher, but all other costs are on me. Still a great deal, but first time to deposit months ahead of time. And the beef industry is tightening up, and people inside the industry know what's coming. So that's why they're going to be starting to demand down payments. And even if you're working with smaller farmers, they're realizing that they're going to be able to get a whole lot more money from people if they just hold out. And for some reason, everything in Spain is on a timer. All the lights in Spain are on timers because we have windmills powering everything, and you walk around a hotel here and it's like you're walking, you have to wave your arms to like get the sensors to go off. Even though everyone's using LEDs, it's amazing that that power is so rationed here in Spain. It really kind of opens your eyes to how high the electric cost must be here. Sorry about that. Mama says, in February, Australia will begin to ration the over-the-counter medications. There will be a limit of 16 tablets, and ID must be shown at the checkout. Take it for what it's worth, but that speaks volumes to me. Thank you for sharing the deals, Steve. They've helped me to save quite a bit. If you're not familiar, I do share deals over on the community tab. If you click on the channel, you can then see things like you can click on the videos tab so you can see the latest videos there. I also have playlists, and you can click on the This Week playlist to find the latest videos too. You can also then go over to the community tab where I put up posts that are the deals that I find out there that may save you money, or if there's something that you're not going to buy anyway, well then it won't save you money by buying something that you wouldn't have bought. But if you're looking to stock up, if you're looking at just saving money on day-to-day expenses, they're deals that I find useful, and I also think that you guys are going to find them useful too, just from giving feedback what you guys have seen, of what you guys have given thumbs up for. Some of the things that I like, you're just going to like, we hate that and we don't want that. So I try not to post those as much anymore. Sugar Bear says, I live in Alberta, Canada. I am a rancher and sell some beef off the farm. I don't know how to sell beef across the border down to the U.S., right? But if anyone does and is interested, let me know. Enjoy your program and watch it every day. Thank you for that. Yeah, farmers are going to be looking at trying to how to sell beef wherever they can. Aaron says, someone I know personally told me as an employee of a grocery store in the Pacific Northwest that their store, as well as others nationwide, were given the task of moving display items and seasonal items outside the store near the entrance back inside. So anything outside needs to come inside due to the warning regarding potential for political unrest given election results. Now, what they really should do is, in case Donald Trump wins, they need to move everything away from all the flat screen TVs because, as we know, anytime you're upset with what happens politically, that's authorization to go take as many flat screen TVs as you want, apparently, at least in the downtown areas. Ibu Guru says, coastal Connecticut. I noticed at least 2 months ago that the prices of turkey parts, wing, drumstick, thigh, had gone up again to $3.99 a pound, which is crazy, from $2.99 a pound, which was already up from $1.99. Stocks were scarce at best and often none at all. I wanted to get a piece of turkey to freeze for Thanksgiving, but that's just too darn much. Campfire says, Tennessee not seeing big blocks of cheese anywhere in my area. A number of you guys talking about not being able to find blocks of cheese. Not sure what's going on with that at this point, but I'm just keeping my eye on that to see what you guys are reporting out there on those things. Susan says, update, Western Florida Panhandle. I went to Publix and ground beef was $7.99 a pound. I will be eating more beans. Yeah, $7.99 a pound for beef. Unfortunately, I believe we're going to be going well past that in the coming months. But in coming months, $7.99 might sound like a bargain. But right now, you should be able to get it for relatively cheap still if you shop around. So shop around, look for deals. You can still find good deals on ground beef and on beef that you can grind yourself if you want to. But right now we haven't seen massive price spikes just yet from what I've heard. So you should be able to still find good deals to stock up if you move now. Victoria says Costco yesterday said that there was no sliced deli roast beef to be found. We are getting reports out there that Costco is having a hard time finding organic ground beef. So there is that going on out there. They're saying that's nationwide. We reported on that yesterday. But then also seeing Costco having trouble getting deli roast beef is also concerning. All right, friends, thanks so much for joining with us and getting your reports in. It's going to be a rainy day today, and I wanted to get this out as early as possible. If you want to get some more information from Genesis Gold about what you can do with a retirement account, there's a link right there. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right up there. But otherwise, I will see you guys later. Until then, Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report, out.